reasonably and logically, if you look at what I'm saying, you can actually see what I'm saying. There's nothing to learn in what I'm saying. It's an observation. And the observation is, if you don't have thoughts coming up, calling that a tree and that a cow and that's a chicken and this is a human, if you don't have any of those labels, you are all those things at once because you're not splitting it up. The moment you call something a tree, you've just split the entire cosmos up into uncountable pieces, because now anything that doesn't look like a tree, you've got to give a different label to. There's zillions of those. So if you don't give anything a label, it all just starts to look as one moving thing. When someone walks by, you don't go, oh, look at that pair of shoes with feet in it and a pair of socks and some trousers and a human being inside the trousers that's wearing a shirt and a tie and a pair of glasses and a hat and a, you don't say that. You go, oh, there's a person. You don't break every single thing into an individual. If you did, you wouldn't see the person. You probably wouldn't recognize them because you'd be too busy looking at the shoes and the socks and breaking it up. And in the same way, when you look at life, if you stop breaking it all up and you just look at it as one big living entity, to the point where there's not even a thought of you looking at the entity, suddenly you are that entity looking at itself. And then you'll have an enlightened experience at that point. Understanding this won't do shit. You have to experience it and do it. So that's your first thing there. You need to start walking around the forest, but don't call it a forest. When you're looking at the trees, you shouldn't know that it's a tree, or you shouldn't be thinking or putting a label on. And if you can practice that every day, some extraordinary things are going to start to happen.